Everybody ready? Really proud of our guys, especially the way that we came out in the first half. Got a special teams touchdown, got some big stops by our defense. Offense started clicking there towards the end of the first quarter and second quarter, and then obviously when your first two quarterbacks go down, it's very difficult to play offense. We've got to find a way to run the football, but that's obviously the strength of their defense. That's a defense. Hats off to Coach Fritz and especially their defense. That's a defense that's ranked, I think, in the top 30, top 25 in a lot of defensive categories. I think they're fourth in the country in takeaways. We protected the ball except for the last throw before the half, which was pretty meaningless. We protected the football, which we haven't done here in weeks past. But I think we did a really good job of understanding the position that we were in offensively. We got to run the football better. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But when you're not running the football well and you have no quarterbacks that are at 100%, you play great defense and you flip the field. And I thought our special teams did a great job. We recovered 2 onside kicks, really 4 onside kicks if you count the 2 in the first half. So I thought the special teams and the punt team, man, we did a really good job flipping the field, and then our defense played really well. Got to defend the pass a little bit more when teams are one-dimensional, but we'll get that fixed. Questions?
Tom, can you give us an update on Postma and then what exactly happened with Greg?
I don't have an update on Postma other than it looked like either a wrist or a forearm. They took him in for x-rays and haven't had a chance to talk to the training staff. And then Greg spiked the dang ball and the whistle didn't blow. And like he should, if he doesn't hear a whistle, the ball's on the ground. He dived on the ball and tweaked his shoulder. Wasn't 100%. We were thinking about maybe trying him in the start of the second half, but thought that a less than probably 75% Greg Ward is not going to be ideal for our offense. And so Kyle went in, and obviously he got banged up, and Greg had to go in.
Bowman was warming up there. Is that your option beyond?
Well, I think we got to have a conversation about that. I think if we have an 18-point lead in the fourth quarter, I think probably either De'Ara King or Hunter McCoy would be the guys to try to close the game out. But if we need somebody from no, I mean that was just just in case, because I think right now the third guy to go in would be De'Ara, just because he hasn't he's used his year of eligibility already, and he gets some reps at quarterback. Obviously we're going to have to get him some more this week.
With Greg being such a gamer, Tom, do you have to tell him, hey, relax, you got an 18-point lead? Do you have to tell him to dial it back a little bit when he came back in?
Yeah, I mean all you say is just protect yourself. I don't know, dial it back is the right word. Just make sure we're being smart with your body and protecting yourself, because we can't lose you.
Over your coach. What were your thoughts on Bowser's performance in his first game back from surgery?
Oh, I thought it was great. It was great. We needed him. What do you have? 11 tackles, 2 sacks, something like that. Played fantastic. He's a little worn out. Obviously, game shape is different than just jogging around and trying to stay in shape. So it was good for him to get those meaningful reps, and I expect him to be even better because of it next week.
Tell me what were your thoughts on the punting game. It seemed like that really played a pivotal role today.
Yeah, pivotal. 11 punts, 45-yard average, something like that, and 6 inside the 20. When you're not playing great offense, but you're playing good defense, the key is to continue to flip the field. And we got good field position because we had some fourth down stops and some onside kick recoveries. Didn't do much there, obviously, with the ball offensively, but when that happens, you need your punt team to show up, and they certainly did. They were bringing a ton of pressure, too, a ton of pressure.
Tom, was it just the fact that Greg was missing some in the first half, particularly on the seam routes? The wheel routes were like he was able to hit them, but the deep seam routes, he was having a problem just trying to connect in the first half.
Yeah, we knew, as much man-to-man as this team plays, we knew we were gonna have to take some shots deep, and we prepared him for 2 weeks. Hey, you're gonna miss some.
Right.
You're not gonna connect on every deep shot, but when you do, they're big plays, but, we didn't connect on enough of them, in my opinion. You know, we've got big, receivers that can adjust to the football and, got really good hands, and so, now they don't have elite speed. So the thing you got to do is give those guys a chance to make a play on the football, and I think this is a good learning experience for Greg. I think he was pretty amped up, and he overthrew a few of those in the first half that you'd like, you know, especially with the kind of receivers that we have, be able to kind of put it near their body and let them go fight for football.
Tom, can you expound a little bit more on the defense? Second, third, fourth quarter, I believe you forced 8 straight punts, just the way they kept on attacking.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. I thought Coach Orlando called a great game, you know, played a lot of base, but then, you know, mixed in some pressures there. We were sound. We got off the field on third down, which I think a couple drives in the first half we didn't. So was really, really proud of the way they kept responding to being on the field so much.
Tom, has Dane made any adjustments? It looked like he was kind of rolling out and punting a little bit more today.
That's a call. You know,
Yeah.
we have that call for him to roll out. You know, when we get a lot of internal pressure, I think that's a really good call because he's really good at it. Obviously, those Aussie-style guys, you know, they grow up kicking the ball on the run. So thought he did a really good job with it.
So back on Derek, I guess when Greg got hurt, did that kind of keep him from playing in the second half just because in case you needed him, or was there any reason why he didn't? Was it a situation that you didn't play him as much, or?
I think that was the biggest one, if we needed him at quarterback. He got a few reps in the second half out there, but not a ton. You know, Linnell was playing good too, so it wasn't, didn't need it. Good? Nope.
Not to give you a breather, but you get to celebrate this one, then you have a really big one Thursday. Just any initial thoughts on what you've been able to see or maybe catch on Lamar Jackson?
He's the best player in college football. That is, you know, pretty undisputed right now. So we'll have our hands full with him, and you know, they play really good defense too. So it'll be a big time challenge for us, but one that I know our guys are very, very excited to take part in. I told our guys normally we have a 24-hour rule on celebrating, but right now it's when you put your head down on the pillow, you know, go celebrate it with your friends and family tonight. But when you wake up tomorrow morning, it's Tuesday of game week, and we got a big one to prepare for. Thank you.